it's me, C or Zephyrs, and welcome to the stream. This is my little Sky Island. Well, it's not so little anymore. But if you're new here, you haven't seen this before, or you haven't even seen a Sky Island challenge before, essentially how this one works is we spawned on a tree on the single piece of dirt that I'm standing on right here, and there was nothing else around here, so everything else you see I've built from nothing. Now this is modded, so there's a bunch of mods in here, like these trees that we use to get materials like coal or iron or diamonds, but there's a bunch more mods that I'm just kind of learning about as I go along. So yeah, this is my little island. This is our current biggest build project because I want to build like a little hill area here with a little pond at some point just to add some more greenery because, you know, we are in the middle of the sky, so some greenery is always nice. Here we've got some farms, sugarcane, cactus, animal farms, and some food farms. Over here we have our big smelter, which we use to mass produce materials. And then here we have an enchantment room with lots of bookshelves, and at some point I want to add cobwebs here, but we haven't used this yet, but it is one of my favorite builds. And then storage and our tree farms, and these just automatically grow trees, cut them down, and then give us the products. So that's the quick tour of this island, except for the last area, which we kind of worked on last stream, I'd say. This is a cake. It's a nether cake. If I eat it, and it has some time to load, I end up in the nether. And there's stuff we can do in the nether, I guess. There's a fortress over there, which I think we want to get to at some point. But so far we've kind of explored up there. We've lit everything up because, and down here as well. If you happened to catch last stream, I was just... Ooh, that's a loud sound. Let me see if I can... Okay, that's very loud. I should probably figure out a way to turn that down. But if you happened to catch last stream, you would have seen that I am just the very best at surviving in the nether, except not. I died every like minute, if not less. It was very chaotic, but in the end we kind of got our bearings. We were a little bit more prepared, and we were able to just explore a little bit. But the reason I wanted to do the nether is because when you look at my tree farm, out of all the craftable trees, which is from here down, I've crafted everything up until netherrack. Last stream we ended getting the quartz tree, and glowstone is what's next. Or do we have glowstone? We have glowstone. Okay, so next would be cobalt. But for cobalt we need ardite resin, so I guess ardite should be next. Or osmium. But for osmium we need melted osmium. And for that we need osmium ore. Which we obviously don't have here, believe it or not. Let me see if there's an osmium. There is. How do we make this one? So for this we need copper, iron, quartz, and nickel. We could probably make some... We could make this sapling, and then all we've got left to do is these two, which is the ardite and cobalt. But for ardite we need glowstone ingots we can probably make. This will be more difficult because we need deep mob learning, which I haven't explored at all, ever. So that'll be interesting once we figure that one out. Let me see again what we needed for osmium. 2 copper, 1 nickel, 2 quartz, 2 quartz, 2 copper, 4 iron, 1 nickel. Cops. You know what? I've already forgotten all the words. 1 nickel. It was 4 iron. Ooh, we should probably be emptying these chests out. 2 quartz? Oh, that's it. There we are. Oh, we need like more of everything. Let's make 5 of everything. Okay. But I hope you're having a good Wednesday. I think it's a Wednesday. And I hope you're ready to have some fun. Call Minecraft. There we go. And then last but not least, we need some more nickel. Okay. That was here. Okay, we need to empty these chests out while we put this in the smelter, I guess. Okay, and it goes. Oh, we probably want to actually get this out first. Yeah, we'll just get some obsidian, throw this in, and then quickly empty some of these chests. Ooh, my inventory is a bit too full. Let's see what I can throw away. There we go. Just so that these chests are continuing to generate products while we wait. And that's the nice thing about this storage area, I guess. It's all very organized. And you can have a visual of everything that goes in, just so it's also easier to know where to put stuff. So that's quite nice. Now iron's always a good one to have because we like mass producing iron and gold, which is why we have, you know, over 2.5 stacks of iron blocks over here. So it's always nice when we get a good chest full of the materials. And it's raining again. I feel like it rains a lot in this biome, up high in the sky. But for whatever reason, I'm also quite a big fan of the rain in this world. Like in normal Minecraft, I wouldn't say I enjoy it when it rains, but I don't know, I don't mind it right here. It's kind of a vibe. Plus it means that my island cannot burn down, which, you know, we've experienced maybe a couple times. Just a couple of burned islands. Okay. This is lead, which is purple. This I think is one of the only purple trees we have, because some of the colors you could say repeat are very close to each other. But purple we only really have one of, which is always nice to see. So if ever I want to one day do a big project with all these leaves, I'll have plenty of color options. So yeah, if you have any idea of what I could do with the leaves, definitely let me know, because I have many of them in every color imaginable pretty much, and I have nothing I can do with them. Or I mean, I could do anything I wanted, of course, but I don't have any ideas. Cottonwood is also nice because it gives us string, and string is a pretty good one to have. There we go. But yeah, today's goal really is just to play some calm, cozy, modded Minecraft. I would say I don't really have a goal for today. Maybe we try to get some more of the achievements done, but we need to upgrade. Okay, that's always a big one. The storage chests can only hold so much, so eventually we need to upgrade them. And I have most of mine upgraded to this one because it's easy to make. But we could probably do this. Well, emeralds we don't really have much of right now. Interesting. I want to get this. Gold, diamonds, and iron. All materials we have lots of. Okay, hold on. Let me just put some stuff away. We've got gold. Gold for days. Do we just make them like this? Okay. Yeah, 13 will definitely do. I've done that wrong. Ooh, now we have a bunch of gold pressure plates for no reason. Well, I guess we do need them for the bigger upgrade, so I guess I'll leave them here for now. Okay, we'll do 18 of these. We'll have 18 of these ready to go. Then 18 times 3, just under 60. So we'll need just under a stack of, no, under 2 stacks because it's 6. That should probably be enough. And then diamonds, it was only 2. So we need 36 diamonds. So that's half a stack and a little bit. Perfect. Now we can make more diamonds once we're done with all of this. I think that could be a fun little journey for today, making more diamonds. And there we have it. I did all my math correctly. Sure, we have, you know, a couple extra gold ingots, but I didn't do the math there, I just did the rough math. But essentially, without an upgrade, these can hold 64 stacks of any material, so this one's been maxed. And if I give it this upgrade, it can now hold 1,000 and a bit stacks, which is pretty cool. So that's all the big chests over here. So these two, this one, and my 2 stone over here, and some of these food chests, they've all been already upgraded to 1,000. And for these ones, I just upgrade it as needed, which I think is a good way to manage it. Time for some, what is this? Tin. But I also didn't have the materials for this upgrade to the next one, so I just made it up another chest, because I was like, I didn't have any emeralds before, and now I have an emerald tree, so that's not going to be a problem anymore, which will be pretty cool. Because then all of our like big chests can also get another upgrade. Gravel, which also gives us some flint. There we go. One of the similar colors of the greys. We have a lot of greys. But now we do also have nether trees, so that gives us more colorful. Although I haven't set up the chests for those yet, that'll be fun to do. Petrified we also don't really use for much of anything anymore, but it's there. I think originally we used it to make cobblestone, but now we have a cobblestone generator. So that's generating all the cobblestone we could need. Which we'll probably use a lot of in the nether, I think. Just to like make paths and stuff everywhere. I think it'll be decent. And our last chest of the first row is our sand chest, which of course we use to make sand, but also glass, which is pretty nice, which we can also just throw in the smelter. And then we're on to our second row. Bone with bone meal. And I do like this little storage area. I have always said at some point maybe I'll get another floor because I don't want to build it up higher, but you know, I'll probably have more materials at some point. But so far it's been working. I'm glad I ended up, these used to only have one space in between them, but then I ended up moving everything maybe a week ago. Lapis. And now I have more space, it's easier to see, so it's definitely, it was worth the effort. There we go. Redstone. which we of course use for redstone. Redstone and lapis are good, because with the Tinker's tools you can add upgrades, so these have been upgraded with redstone, which gives them haste, and lapis gives them luck, I believe. So that's always nice to have, you know, slightly better tools. We're on to silver, which I haven't really used for anything, but you know what? At this point I just kind of want all the trees. There we go. I'm gonna be so excited when I finally have every single tree, even though like I don't need every single tree, there's no reason for me to want to collect all of them. I don't know, it feels like a nice little achievement to have. Now we will need one of these in a second, I believe, for our osmium. Osmium. Yes, okay. Let's just throw that in while we're here. There we go. It'll get us a sapling. And how much more do we have? 1 block. Perfect. And we have an osmium sapling, which we can go ahead and plant. Because I do believe I left a couple of hoppers over here. We did. These are food. These are nether. But then also we have nether here. Maybe... Okay, hold on. I'm trying to... I don't know. I think I want to have... Take nether rack out. And I can have my nether trees next to each other. Okay. That's better. That's not it, that's bacon, but they do have similar colors. Because all that I'm missing from saplings is ardite and osmium. No, ardite and cobalt. So then at least I have all my nether trees next to each other. And we'll have 1 tree here, I guess 1 tree there, but then we'll have room to expand, or maybe I double up on one of these trees. But where were we? We were right over here with the diamond trees. And we appear to have some quartz in our inventory, so let's lose that one. Diamond trees, of course, to mass produce diamonds. Which I think we can do in a minute. I haven't done that in a while. Actually, I don't think I ever have. I've crafted diamonds, but I don't think I've smelted them, which gives us diamond blocks, which of course is much more cost effective. Ooh, this needs an upgrade. I see, I see. There we go. I'm surprised our diamonds needs an upgrade this quickly, because it's like a relatively newer tree compared to some of our other ones. But you know what? I'm not complaining, because we're about to mass produce diamonds, so... Emerald is also a very new tree. We haven't crafted a single emerald yet. But I think at some point we can get that going. Probably place it here, have it 2 layers. I don't think that should be too difficult of a crafting recipe. Then we get our little slime trees, which produce less quickly than our others, so we can just grab it all at once. But these are definitely the most colorful ones we've got going on right now. Okay. Nickel, which we just used to craft. And I think it's over here. Nice. So also definitely a little bit of a newer one. always fun to do this because I have so many trees that I don't even use, and so then I'm always surprised by just the trees that I have. Is it here? Copper, okay. This song always sounds so pleasing to my ear. Okay. And osmium, our newest. I might wait till this has a sapling in there before I take it. This is our cookie tree, which, you know what? If we ever really need food, we've got this going for us, I guess. Although I do tend to enjoy my golden carrots, so I don't know how soon we'd need this. Cookies. There we go. Ooh, just got lost there in between the walls. Okay, there we go. Our bacon. Another food tree, which we also don't utilize, but you know what? We're collecting it anyway. And there we have our donut tree. If you ever wonder, you know, what's playing modded Minecraft like, it's donut trees. But you know, I'm not complaining. This one's empty. Netherrack, I'll just empty you again, even though we did you not too long ago. But I want to see if any of the other nether trees have like all the materials needed. Okay. Sapling, leaves, seeds, and resin. And we get blaze powder, so we'll want to have a chest. Oh, we do have a chest. Nice. There we go. So that's that tree set up. Quartz is also ready. Okay. And of course this also just drops quartz. So we are going to be getting a lot of quartz very quickly now. Which is good, because before we were struggling to get quartz and now we have a whole lot of it. And then I want to grab the osmium as well, but we don't have a sapling for this yet, which is unfortunate. But we can, I guess, add the sapling later. No harm, no foul. No. That would be crazy, just putting a pickaxe in there. Okay, that should be all of the regular trees, and then the overworld trees just take us like half a second because they're quick and easy. But the overworld trees are the only trees that have different colored wood, which is always exciting. Everything else is just oak wood, and the mineral tree has blue wood, but everything else is just oak wood, unfortunately. So we're never running out of oak wood, that's for sure. Oak wood and cobblestone is our two materials that we have more than enough of. Dirt, I think, is our most wanted material. Jungle, which gives us oswald cocoa beans, as you just saw. Which we have a couple of uses for. I think we have used cocoa beans more than I thought we would. Where is it? I feel like cocoa beans can actually... But I don't have an axe on me, okay. Can join here, because this is like foodish product. I feel like it is a good fit over there. Okay. Last tree or two. And this is also all the overworld trees we can get. There's no more. This is it. So at least, you know, we're never running, like, we don't need any more storage. It's always just exactly this. Birch might need an upgrade. Ooh, that could be interesting. Oh, it does. I was about to say we made all of these upgrades and didn't even need them, but you know what? They're here for the future. Okay, let's see. So we've got our osmium tree going. Now there was a thing we wanted to do with the materials. There was a specific type of light, this one, that we wanted to get. So this we can craft. This we can probably craft. This might be more difficult. I feel like we could probably make glowstone. Can we make prismarine shards? I don't think we can. Okay. Prismarine. No. So we really are going to have to do the loot fabricator. There's no other way. Yellow dye. Can we make yellow dye? I think we can. Redstone. This will be the most difficult one. Obsidian and redstone against a block of coal. Okay. This is a weird crafting recipe, but I guess that's our next one. We should be making some more coal. Okay, you can be here for now. See how much coal we can make with this. Just a little bit more, but we obviously can craft coal in other ways as well. But we used up a lot of coal at the end of last stream, lighting up everything there was to light up. Okay, we've got a little bit of redstone. Okay. I feel like this should be enough. Then we're gonna need obsidian, and lots of it. Luckily, we've mastered the art of mass producing obsidian. There we go. I think we needed 12. Oh, I've made a mistake. Any of you need any lava? There you are. How much have we got? 7? We're gonna need a little bit more than that. And this is the single only reason we have another cobblestone generator here. Just for this lava making. Because lava also fuels both these machines. So it's just handy to have it here. But now we have a lot of cobblestone, so... Okay, there we are. Okay, actually let's grab water. Okay, now we can craft these. Oh, I didn't need to make that many. Then we're going to need redstone, iron, redstone, as if we haven't already used a lot of iron today. We'll just, you know, I feel like we'll need a bit more, so I'll just make a new. That should do. Back to our trusty crafting table. Even though we have crafting tables literally everywhere on this island, I only ever use this one. Now we should be able to craft this. Gold, diamond, yellow. Yellow. Gold and diamond. No. I've forgotten where my diamonds are. They're over here. I've miscounted and forgotten about the redstone repeater. Okay, redstone repeater. For that we need sticks and stone. Sticks and stones may break your bones. How do we make this? That's a comparator, not even. Okay. You need quartz. As you can see, I haven't even played regular Minecraft all that much. And here I am playing modded Minecraft. Okay. Eerie sounds. We love those. There we go. Acquire a loot fabricator from Deep Bomb Learning. Converts pristine matter into loot. At some point I want to build a separate room for this. It needs electricity though. Let's make a little area for this to go in. Let's put away our redstone. What else can we put away? Not much. So I'll just throw it in a random chest. And this can go here for now. What we're gonna need for this project is stone and wood, as always. It's probably a bit much. Okay, I want to get our chisel, our trusty chisel. And then just a lot of wood. Maybe I do a fun wood, like birch. That should probably be interesting. Then we do our pavement. And we do a fun little Sure, we'll do some braids. I don't think we have used that before. This is regular base game wood. These pigs have just the modded version of wood. Let's have it expand out from this island. I think that could be fun. Okay. We'll go a little away from it. And this is not what we want. We check light levels, of course. And just a little bit further. I feel like this is good enough. we start our little island. Now I want this island to have a middle. Or like a middle of 4. 1, 2. So it's 4. Okay, that's good. Maybe I'll have this be a perfect square. I think a square could be fun. Okay. Hopefully this looks decent. Let me find the middle of this and place a torch. It's these 4 squares over here. And we'll need just a little bit more wood to finish this, but luckily we came prepared. And chisels are so nice, especially because they're quite cheap to make, surprisingly enough. So they're just nice to add a little bit more variety in the builds, I'd say. And I guess this island is going to be where we learn about electricity. In this brand new world, we're entering the digital age. Or something. I don't even think it is the digital age. But I do want to grab my advancements book to see just kind of what it suggests I do for electricity. At some point this is going to outline the island like it outlines every island. It needs to be outlined here too. But that's for the future. Okay. We're good on the food. Okay, I'll grab this with me so I can learn about everything. Okay. It would be here maybe. I'm trying to find the advancement we got for creating this machine. But it's not here. Age of Power, there we go. I wanted to make a simulation chamber. For sure. This is complicated. I definitely know what I'm talking about. Well, this seems like an easy way to make power. A treadmill. Let me actually just mob. Can we make this? No, because we don't have ender pearls. Once again, we need ender pearls. That's complicated. Okay. Tread. Have I forgotten how to spell treadmill? I don't think I have. Oh, it was just too dark for me to see. Black carpet, obsidian, iron bars, redstone, daylight sensor. Black carpet. Black dye. Interesting. Because I don't think we have any black sheep. We don't. Okay. Do you happen to sell any dyes? I don't think so. Okay. That's unfortunate. You have squid seeds? No. Okay. It looks like we are at a standstill. We could probably get these, but we need water. And we don't have water. I mean, we can get water, it's no problem. How else could we get electricity? At Mekanism. Okay. How do I charge these? That's the real question. You can get jetpacks. You can get balloons. There we go. I was gonna say, I wish they just had like a windmill or something. We could do a solar generator. That's fun. Osmium we could get. We could probably craft that. Lots of osmium and enriched alloys. Okay, let's get a metallurgic infuser. Okay, so we want to eventually be making... I feel like we just go straight for this one. It's not that difficult. Is this one easier to make? Osmium. Okay, so this will obviously only work in the sun. With greater efficiency at higher levels. I mean, we're pretty high. Let's try and make this. Okay. Turbine, we need steel and enriched alloy. How do we make steel? Can we make steel? Do we have steel? Is that a material we can craft? Okay. So it's iron and graphite, or iron and coal. Can we make it here with iron and coal? Molten iron, liquefied coal. Perfect. Okay. So we can get to steel. So let's start with that. Okay. We're doing mods. Let me actually add that in my title for now. There we go. Our book can also go away for now. It's not needed. And our chisel. I want to keep my inventory as clear as possible. Okay, we need iron and coal. For iron, I think I'll just craft new iron instead of smelting what we already have. Okay, and for coal, I'll do the same. Okay, this is good. I'm excited to have a new, I don't know, project. It's been a while. It's been a while. And coal. No, go back. Okay, let's see if I can make enough coal, because I do believe I needed more coal than, coal. There we go. But it should be okay. We throw this one in and this one in. There we go. So that will eventually make steel. So then we can make this. But we need this. So for this we need a metallurgic infuser. Okay, infuser. Infuser. This is the one we need. Iron, osmium, furnace, redstone. Okay, I do believe we do have a block of osmium somewhere. Or I thought we did. We do. Okay, good. We'll have to make some more osmium in a minute, I think. Redstone and furnaces. And of course, as always, I'm just gonna keep a stack of this on me, because we always need it. Although, okay, no, this chest is fine. Okay. Metallurgic infuser. Perfect to make some crafting tables with. And when I say crafting tables, I do mean furnaces. Okay. For now, actually, I'll have it on this island. And this needs a whole lot of redstone. So for that reason, we're going to be making some more. Okay. Now with this, we needed to do an enriched alloy, which is an iron ingot. Okay. I feel like we need a lot of these. Do I just not know how to do this? Oh, that wasn't what I meant to do. Interesting. That's what I'm trying to do. Why won't it let me? Does it also need electricity? Interesting. Hold on. How do I get these to mix? Oh, I think a smelter might not mix them. Oh, it's all so complicated. Is this one any easier? No, because we still need this. Do we have to make a treadmill? Okay. We can make a treadmill. That we can do. Redstone. Okay. I know what I'm doing. And I needed coal. How did I pulverize coal again? Pulverized coal in a squeezer. There we go. Okay. I'm just making, you know, a little bit extra. We go throw that in there. We shave our sheep. And my shears aren't in the right chest, so now we have to go look for shears. There they are. Okay, then we make a carpet. And we dump it in here. Okay. Treadmill. We have this, we have this, we have this. Okay, we can make that and make iron bars. Can I do what I need to do with this? No, okay. You know what? We're making progress. Slowly, but surely. Sand. Oh, I forgot we made those. Okay. Sand is smelting. Of course we need more. Okay. That's that done. We've got this, we have this and this. Now we just need sand. Okay, let's see if I can... Obsidian. Perfect, exactly the two we needed. Now why... Oh, there is steel here, okay. We've just also got iron. Okay, sand, we needed glass 3. Okay, now we have a treadmill. And we need to put an animal on there. Can it be any animal or does it have to be a pig? But I need a lead anyway. Can I craft one? String and a slime ball. Okay. Time to go empty out the inventory anyway because it's kind of getting chaotic. Okay, I'll keep this for now. Sand needs to go and then the rest I can just dump in any given chest. I needed string, that's why we came over here. I think it was 4, but maybe it's 5. No, I'm gonna trust what I remember. We grab a singular slime ball. And we just throw everything in one of these chests. Okay. Lead. Perfect. Because if it can be any, I'm gonna do a cow. Trying to find my axe. There it is. Can you not go through there? Like... Okay, this might be a bad idea. Either way, the cows need more space or something. I don't know. How can I get just one cow? You know what? I think it's easier with the pigs because there's not, 700 of them. See, much better behaved they are. Okay, he's generating electricity. Let's see if I can get this one to come with me over here. And I'll probably at some point I'll move all of this over there, but like right now that's just too far away. know what? It's slowly getting there. Maybe I just need another treadmill. Which I could do. I don't think that's too big of a strain on our resources. If I have more obsidian somewhere. I'm pretty sure we had more obsidian. Okay, well, I guess we don't. I thought we had like 8 somewhere. There it is. Perfect. Okay. That's that done. We need... Oh no, I should not have done that. Oh goodness. Now we have like 300 of these. Okay. Entirely too many. I just need more glass. And always some more of this. Okay, then we can have 2 treadmills going. Once you've done it once, it apparently goes a lot quicker the second time around. Because I don't think this has enough energy this way. Like, I feel like this needs energy cables to actually work, but like, I guess having it touch also just kind of helps. Can I pick up you? Okay, I can. That's even better. Will it let me put a cow on here? No. Okay. My bad. Only pigs. Need an empty hand is what I need. Lead. There you go. We'll go on then. Time to run. You are loud. I do wonder if... Okay, we need like energy cables or something. Cables? Okay. Applied energetics. These are all applied energetics. Okay, maybe we do just need an applied energetics cable. What mod is this from? Sync. At sync. Okay, what do you have? Sync core, shell, and just a treadmill. Okay. Well, I guess it's working, it's just doing it slowly. Okay, we can work on this for a second while they slowly do their thing over there. You know what? It's working. It's slow, but it's working. Okay, let me throw 1 ingot in here. So then hopefully that goes in there and it'll be happy. feel like we needed more coal there, but oh well. Can I do another treadmill? Okay, that's slightly annoying. Okay, it'll do. We'll just do 3 treadmills for now. No, actually, I don't feel like doing 3 treadmills. It seems a little bit overkill for something I assume we'll only have for a very short time. Okay. Okay, did I time it right? I did. Okay, perfect. So soon I'll have some steel ingots. 2 blocks and 3 ingots. So let me put the ingot casts already in there. That should empty everything out. Perfect. Okay, I'll do 1, 1, 2, 3. That's all the ingots we need. Well, we can get. And then we'll do 1 more block. Perfect. Okay, we've got steel now. Okay, let's see for this how many of these we need. We've got 1. Okay. I didn't think of this. Maybe it is better if we do this for now. No, I want to do a windmill. It seems more fun. Okay. So we can go from this to this. That's fine. We just need compressed diamonds. Compressed obsidian. Obsidian dust. Obsidian dust. How do we compress obsidian? Okay. Time to compress some obsidian. This would be so much easier if this, you know, was automated. How much did that give us? Okay. We need diamond dust. Let's just look at all the dusts. Can I make a crusher? Okay. Crusher. We're making a crusher. Does it have to be cyan? No, it can be any. Okay. Osmium, steel. Osmium and steel. Did we have osmium? No. Okay. Time to make some osmium. Okay. You know what? It's a process. Osmium. Let's throw this in. Okay. Now let's have another figure out of this. Okay, so we want to get here. Now we have this. We can make this, so let's make this so that we are certain that we can make it. Why are you... Okay, you are running. Okay. So we can definitely make this one. Okay. So let's there we are. Let's make a quick little chest. Okay. Right here. This is the crafting recipe. Nope, this is osmium. Okay. There we go. Now we're gonna need this one and this one. See if we can make this one. Osmium. We're gonna need steel casing. That's gonna be our next goal. Where's our glass gone? We've got a steel casing, okay. Energy tablets. We need gold. Okay, well my axe can go. This can go. Go. And let me put the osmium stuff away. Okay, we needed gold. Okay, we'll get this much gold for now. We can get more later. Okay, what's next? These. We want 2. So now we have this. Now with this, we need to make this, but for that we need more energy tablets and more enriched alloys. Let's make some more enriched alloys, which I believe we can. 1. Okay. So we need 1 more and a lot of more enriched alloys. What's this one doing? 4 ingots. And then 3, 4. I think it's easier if I just do it by hand at this point, because I don't want to have like halves and stuff. Okay. Okay, that's busy. Let's see how this one's doing. It's made us some more. You know what? All of that can go in there for now. We need a bunch of that all the time. Okay, glass can go here for now. Okay, now we're here. Redstone. Okay, now to make this one, all we need is just 1 more enriched alloy. That should have all of our osmium melting. The pigs are busy. We need more electricity. But you know what? It's okay. Okay. We'll need more of these in a minute, but I think for now, that means we can make this. Okay. The power box requires RF per minute to continue the timer. The timer will pause. Okay, that's just, we're not using it for that though, I think. Okay, so this one goes over here. And then all that's left to make is this one. for which we needed... I make... That's complicated, okay. Okay, let's start with this one. We need diamond dust, okay? For which we need a crusher. We could probably make one of these right now. Okay. No, we need more sand. More sand. Perfect. We hop back along this way. Okay, sand. Throw it in a furnace, and then we go put our sand away. Anything else we want to put away? Just the egg, really. Okay. Now, we build this. Actually, I can just... And then I can have multiple crafting recipes. This one goes in the middle. Okay, we'll just do it here for now. Then we need... Hold on. Redstone all around. In all the corners. Okay, and then I quickly grab 2 buckets of lava. And they go here. Okay. Now all we need for this crusher is these, for which we need osmium and redstone. Okay. Okay, so they're busy doing their thing. Put these here for now. Okay, so they're getting made. And then we'll have a crusher. Is it worth it making another treadmill? Obsidian. And more glass, of course. We have obsidian. What did I do with my half slabs? They're in one of these chests. There they are. It's another treadmill. Put it here for now. Ooh, my bad. Wrong button. Okay, that one's running. It's busy. should be able to craft this now. Okay, we'll go place it over here. Now this one's charging up. Okay, now we want to maybe take our osmium out of here. We're trying to get this. So that we need diamonds. First we need to crush up some diamonds. That's step number 1. I'll just crush up 10, and while we're waiting for that, okay, we'll make some diamonds in our smelter, because that one's just kind of chilling right now. Okay. Diamond. Okay, that one's busy doing its thing. And I'll do this automatically. There we go. Okay, so we're getting some pulverized diamonds. Then with those pulverized diamonds, we can get reinforced alloys. And then we turn those reinforced alloys into atomic alloys with pulverized obsidian. Or maybe we need an enrichment chamber first. Okay. Enrich. That feels like the exact same crafting recipe. Oh, it's iron instead of something else, of lava. Okay. Two more of those. Should have some osmium somewhere, right? There we go. Oh. Why can't this item be molten? Should be able to be molten, shouldn't it? Diamond. That's crazy. Oh, we might have just made a mistake. Okay. You know what? That's how you learn. And I will learn by throwing this over the edge. This should work, I think. From what I saw here, it should work at least. And then we needed osmium. And I've already forgotten what we were trying to do. Ah, yes. We were trying to get compressed, for which we need an enrichment chamber. for which we needed these. Okay, there we go. Okay, our pigs are kind of useful at the minute, so let's up our number of pigs. This is melting out lava for us, and by lava I do mean diamonds. I hope this works. There we are. This one's charging back up. Okay, we don't need that one. Now I wonder if you're just like touching the back of here. Okay, you do get electricity. Interesting. Now we needed this one. Okay, okay. First we have to get this, and then we need the refined obsidian dust to compressed obsidian. You're so loud. Okay, no, let's do this one first. If I have them somewhere. Here they are. No? Okay, that's not working. I thought we had diamond dust. Crushed diamonds. We have to... Okay, we do it this way. Okay, and then we have 2 of these for which we need okay. So let's first do one of these. Okay, no. First we go in here and we add 2 more diamonds. Then we go over here. Ooh, that's my bad. I know I have a X for this somewhere, because it's not the first time. There it is. Okay, you know what? We're learning mods. We're getting there. It's slow progress, but I think theoretically we could... How did I get this if you're not gonna be working? Okay. We could have a windmill today. Theoretically. Okay, now we have 2 pulverized dusts. Oh, you're just incredibly slow at drying the clay. Okay. There they are. Okay. I I feel like we should have had 2 of these. Okay, we do. Okay, and then... Okay, complicated matters. We have an enrichment chamber, okay. But we do have a metallurgic infuser. Okay, so we take these out. We need 2 of these, and then with them... Hold on, maybe we can skip a step here. Yeah, okay, we need dust. And these guys, okay. I don't think we need this one for now. I take the crusher. I place it over here, and then I take this pig and I place it over here. And then I need my leads. What was I gonna put away? This can go for now, and this can go. Okay. My leads. Now this one should have like 3 energy sources working on it, I believe. Or let me at least oh, that's not the right buttons at all. Move. There you go. Okay, now we should have 2 crushed diamonds. Okay. And we go into the metallurgic infuser. We throw these in as our energy sources and these over there, which will get us this one. And then we can make 2 of these. Yes, that's what we're doing. And then we'll have these 2, and we just need to do whatever it is to get to there. There. And there. Okay. So while that's all doing its thing, let's see how we can get to this one. We're gonna need more of these. Okay, but those are the easier ones to make. But I guess we can start doing 2 of these. And then osmium, okay. We're getting there. It's slow but sure progress. And then I think this is all we need this crusher for, so then we can move the pig over there to get a 3rd energy source. So we put 2 osmium ingots with redstone. Then we put 2 iron ingots with redstone. And then we should get to this layer, the red layer. Then we need 2 of the red ones, so we need 4 of these. Right? So we'll need 4 of those. Okay. So we put 4 of these, 2 of these, and then the rest should work itself out. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I apologize. Okay. This one can go for now, along with the treadmill. Okay, you can power this one. Okay, then we'll have 2 of these, and then I'll let it recharge for a second. Okay, you can be charging. We put these away. These go over here. Okay, and then we go all the way down. We do 4 of these, which is iron, and 1 of these, which is osmium. Okay, 1 osmium. So give us this, and then 4 of these. I'll let it charge for a little bit. Why are you only generating 2 pig watts? What's up with you? See if I can find an energy downgrade. Upgrade? I probably need the mechanism one then, right? Yeah, okay. How do I make you? I don't know if it's worth it. Okay. We do 4 of these. I don't need to do farming right now. I was gonna, but then I was like, do I actually care enough to do that? And the answer was no. 4. Okay, well you can just stay in there, I guess, because I don't really know what to do with you. I've got 2 more diamond blocks. How are you guys doing? 3, and then you need 1 more. Oh, actually, you don't need 1 more. My bad. I've got some. So we dump, we put 2 in. I wait for it to recharge, and then we throw 2 in there. We need these 2, and that should be fine. Okay, it's charging. Oh, a baby chicken. Cute. Okay. Okay, we don't really need that right now. Just keeping the inventory clean. Two of those. Okay, we have this one now. And we're making that one, and then I think we'll have I think we'll have it. I think we'll be done. I think we'll have a wind turbine. That's crazy. And then I don't even know how to harness this power because I don't know what cables to use. It's this way. That's crazy. Okay. Oh my goodness. We've got a wind turbine. That's epic. Okay. Now how do I get a cable? Okay, we're gonna need some type of mechanism cables. Okay. Mechanism. Any of these are cable. There they are. Pressurized tubes are not what we're looking for, I think. I think we need one of these. Ooh, okay. But we have got a wind turbine now. In theory, I think. Let me just put you back. Ooh, my bad. I didn't mean to, you know, hit you. Okay. Okay, it's annoying that they don't stack. Okay, you can go back in there. In theory, I think it can just power one of these. No problem. But I think we might need to do some more to get it to actually power a bunch of things with cables and all that fun stuff. But let's have a look. If I can have it power this. Yeah, okay, that's immediately just powered. And then we needed iron, I think. Okay, let me do a quick let's figure out how we can get this done. Trying to figure out how to output the electricity. Wind generator out. Okay. Perfect. Let me, okay. Lead stone. That's what we need. Okay. We can get that done, I think. But I do hope you're enjoying the stream. I hope you're having a good Sunday. Nope, it's not at all even close to a Sunday. It is in fact a Wednesday. We need lead and glass. Okay. Lead and glass, lead and glass. Any of you have lead? Oh, and now we're missing redstone. Redstone. Let's make some more because we're all out of redstone. Okay, wait, this one we don't need anymore. This one we don't need. We've got that one. Redstone. Okay, I feel like we should be able to use these guys to make redstone too, but oh well. Oh, that's a couple too many. I'll come pick that up in a second. Not to worry. Okay, let me pick it up and then we should have enough redstone, you know, to last us a while. Perfect. Oh, wrong button. Okay. We can make some of these pipes. Then we need more lead, but I think that's all right. We're entering the age of industrialization. It's happening. It's really happening. Do I have to have one there, or can I just attach it like this? Okay. Perfect. So we can have all our little machinery set up here. Okay. We've got a couple other machines already. That could probably do with some industrialization, like our latex processing unit, our chest builder. Now, I don't think we could do anything with this because we didn't have the materials we needed for plastic anyway, but I do want to see if it'll get electricity here. It has all the electricity it needs. Let me put this here. So I want to build a chest. We need plastic. We got plastic in our latex processing unit. Does it just automatically like make stuff? Like, how does it work? It needs water, potentially. I don't know. Okay. Nothing another little Google search can't fix. Okay. Okay. Apparently we need like tree fluid extractors. I don't know, that doesn't really seem like a goal for now. So maybe I will just, for now, have this placed over here. We can use it in the future. Tree fluid. Okay. When placed in front of any log, it will produce liquid latex. I guess we could have a little tree area somewhere. But now that we're in the industrial age, let's see what else we can do, you know, being in the industrial age. Let me just... Oh, I have 46 chests. Nice, okay. First I want to grab some dirt and get our farm going a little bit again. I'm not gonna empty out all these chests again. I've done that already once this stream. Doesn't need to happen twice. Ooh. Okay, let's see if we've got some more of this in storage. Not really. Okay, we'll just let it be then. Our baby chicken likes the green area, I think. So, you know, happy for the chicken. Okay, I think that's pretty much this layer done. I don't know how high I'm going to make this mountain or hill area. I don't know, I'm just building. But at least the wind turbine is, you know, out there creating energy. That's not a place I'd like it to be. And it's raining again. I feel like it's just only been raining this stream. But I guess that's just how it is. Okay, it's coming along nicely. At some point we can have a little lake up here to do some fishing. But it's coming along nicely, especially when you look at the map, you can really see the area, so I'm a fan. There we go. Let's get our little achievements book and see what else we can do over here. We have that's what we were doing all of this for to begin with. I completely forgot, you know? Crazy. Can't see our, like, windmill anywhere, but I guess that's fine. I want to get the deep mop simulation chamber. Simulation chamber. Oh, we needed ender pearls, that's right. I guess for that maybe we have to go into the nether. Maybe the end somewhere. We have to go somewhere is the real... Okay. You've got energy now. Deep mob. Okay. So we have this, but I don't know what we do with it, you know? That's the problem. Okay, let's craft this book so we can understand how this works. Maybe a little bit better. Just trying to find this one, okay. Perfect. Whoa, okay. Deep mob learning adds a new way to acquire loot that normally drops from mobs. And no mob farms, which is nice. All the credits. Oh no. How do I go to the next page? Introduction. So we have this one. We have that, and we have that. Look at us go. Before you can start reaping the rewards, you'll need to collect some data. The handheld device that makes it possible is called the Deep Learner. It's a device that can detect whenever you deliver mortal harm to a mob. It can turn your encounter with that mob into data if you have a data model attached to the Deep Learner. If you hold the Deep Learner in your main hand or offhand, how much data we need. Okay. I've read that. Data models. You can craft a blank data model. All of the data models start with the faulty tier list. This tier goes up to data model, gather more data. In a simulation chamber. Interesting. So those are the crafting recipes for all of these. But we have a loot fabricator. Pristine matters. The selected items will be remembered by automation processes. It will stay selected until it is unselected. Okay, well that's not what we need. Okay. You will get 1 living matter from running a simulation. Okay. Pristine matter will produce mob drops and will loot fabricators. So we really need this pristine matter to use the loot, so we need a simulation chamber. But this is the original recipe, but they've changed it for this mod pack. So I think we need to find some Endermen. Now, are there any Endermen in the Nether is the real question. I'm pretty sure there were. No, let me grab a water bucket before I go do anything with Enderman. Let me just see if I can find 1 Enderman, because we do apparently really need that simulation chamber. Okay. I don't see any yet, but I remember last time, you know, in the process of repeatedly dying. Ooh, that's not appreciated. We did see a couple. Ooh, this is a little bit too dangerous for me. You know what? I don't think the nether is for me. Is the conclusion I've come to. I didn't have a shield, I think that's the issue there. And like half my armor was dead. I only do this in the nether because... Oh, I didn't mean to remove that. I was gonna teleport to it, but yeah. The nether is not very safe for me. I'm not a nether player. Okay, now you all just need to leave me alone. There we go. Nope. I refuse to engage. No, thank you. Oh, I shouldn't have jumped into lava. Time to go back home. No, nothing here. Hey, welcome in. I'm in the nether, in case you couldn't tell, but I don't like the nether. The nether is where I died. It's always so loud. Nether is where I died a good 30 times last stream, so I'm not entering the nether. Ooh, capitals. Apparently it doesn't like capitals. I changed the bot so it allows longer paragraphs, but it also apparently doesn't like capitals. I have a wind turbine. It's there. You know, it's doing its thing. I have a loot fabricator from the deep mob learning, but to use this I need to have the simulation chamber, and they changed the recipe for this so that it has ender pearls, and I don't have ender pearls, so I can't make this quite yet. There's an autocrafter that runs on electricity. I don't even know what I'd need an autocrafter for. Like, what does that even do? You know what I'm saying? But we also have a bunch more trees. I was trying to get all of the trees to ever exist, and all I need is 2 more saplings. I just need the cobalt and ardite, and then I'll have everything. But for this I need the pristine blaze matter, so you know, we're stuck. We can't do anything until we really get the mob simulator. But you know what, we're making progress. We had some treadmills earlier. It crafts something for you until it runs out of ingredients. But like, I feel like I can just craft it myself, no? I don't know. I think it could be useful to like mass produce like iron amber and then have that automatically go in here. But I think for now, I think I'm fine just crafting it by hand. It's not that difficult because I can craft a stack at a time, right? So it's more, yeah, it is more, I could see that, because like I could have, I wouldn't like, if I set it up there, I wouldn't ever have to like craft the iron amber or the gold amber, and then it would automatically go in. I have my automatic redstone clocks. I could automate this whole thing. But for now, I think we're doing pretty good. You know, today is my first day discovering electricity. We finally entered our industrial age. Don't know if we need an automatic crafting table the same day as we discover all of that. I'm trying to see if any of this is fun. To autocraft amber and other selected blocks. We'll do a package control. Yeah, it is quite annoying. Maybe I should have a Twitter that I just only use to tweet when I'm live. That's how I actually know when the streamers I watch go live. I just have notifications on only for their Twitter, and I find out that way. It's usually quicker. Package controller. Package. Crafting table, furnaces, and light blue dye. Do we have these flowers? We have lapis and bone meal. Okay, we're fine. Okay, we can do that. Do I have any lapis? Okay, I do. Lapis, bone meal. I mean, I could in theory set up a Discord. Yeah, honestly, I didn't have Twitter till like a year ago, and I don't use it except to get those notifications. But I get where you're coming from. Maybe I just set up a Discord just for going live notifications. But I've tried it before, and the bots you need for that get a little bit complicated. 2 crafting tables and 2 furnaces. Okay. And then we have this one. That's true. That's very true. I don't know why I couldn't just type myself that I'm going live. Maybe I will make a Discord. Do I need more cable. Let me grab more cable. Although I have seen, okay, yeah, but that's once again bots. I've seen that the bots don't always tend to notify people on Discord. But I guess if I type the command in myself, that's not really an issue. Maybe I will set up a Discord. Solves all the problems. Okay. I have a packager. Okay, I like that this told me to make a packager and then didn't tell me anything else. Okay. People could assist you on the mod pack from your own server then? That's true. Maybe yeah, I could just set that up at some point soon. Trying to figure out how this one works though. Ooh. Let's see if okay. Let's say I want to craft a whole lot of iron amber. How does this auto packager help me? Let's make 1. But you know what, this wind turbine, I'm so happy it's here. It took me like maybe an hour, which when you say it like that doesn't feel very long. Maybe this isn't how it works. You know, in theory I could probably Google how this works, but like, I guess I'm just not. Oh, I see how it works, okay. This could be interesting. I think this could be very interesting. Okay. I could set up a chest there. Yeah, the redstone torch is just if it's always on or if it requires like a signal or not. I can get it to work, I just need more materials. But it does auto-craft amber for me. I don't know if this one's specifically only for amber, because that's what it said. And other select blocks, but like that's so vague that that does not help me at all. And I could just, once again, I could just Google it, but like, we're doing it this way now. Let's see. This whole little area is such a mess. Everything else is so nice and neat, and then that area is just a little bit of a mess. throw in this. And there we go. Oh yeah, that could be a good idea. Oh, so I can make coarse dirt, iron. Okay, simple stuff. Appreciate that. This clicking feels so loud to my ears. I should probably maybe turn that down. I mean, usually I'm not spam clicking like this either way. So that's what we kind of need. We need these ambers. Those are useful to us. And then we can do packed stuff. We can compress our sugarcane. That's actually pretty cool, because we've got a lot of it still. Is this full yet? It's not full. Let's compress all of our sugarcane for no reason other than we can. Oh, I didn't. Oh, the glass is so invisible. I just don't see it anymore. But you know what? True, you are very good at helping me out here. I need a chest. Okay. Let's see. Let's just throw this in here for now. So I can see what's going on. What's going on? There we go. I just needed to not have the other stuff in the way. Oh, okay, well I guess you can go in there. But at least we have good electricity now. Okay, there we go. We've got compressed sugarcane. It's been double compressed now. I don't know why we need this double compressed at all. Well, you know what? I'll still be here in 2 weeks, so you can let me know in 2 weeks then, I guess, you know? I was also considering making solar panels, but I feel like the wind generator is enough. I don't feel like we need both. So I'm actually gonna just lose that. Let's see. Yeah, double compressed is definitely more storage efficient, which is always nice. Let's see what this one is. An auto clicker. I don't care for an auto clicker. A dehydrator. Upgrade energy cubes. I don't know if we need any of these. A Mekanism energized smelter. That could be fun. Yes, let's check out the dehydrator because we have used our drying racks before and we need them a little bit to make string, I believe. We could mass produce string this way. Clay, iron, redstone, logs. Okay, that's a simple enough crafting recipe. At least it doesn't cost us like osmium and lead and all the stuff we needed for our fun little wind turbine. Do I have a block left? I do have a block. Clay. Redstone. Logs. Okay, there we go. Now we have a dehydrator, and then we don't need this whole section anymore. I really should just make an axe at some point. There was a recipe to make a tree that that needed, I think it was lily pads, which you can make in the dehydrator. Ooh. Yeah, I don't know what tree that would be, because I think I've seen all the sapling recipes. But I'll have a look at the trees, see what else we can make. Because I've made all the trees from down here all the way up until glowstone, and I have made osmium. We don't have prosperity, ardite, or cobalt. And we need the ardite to make a cobalt. So ardite needs to be the next one we make. But we need another star, which, you know, yeah, that's not something I have. And a pristine blaze matter, for which we need the simulation chamber. So that's the loop I was stuck in. But we should have all of these trees. For glowstone. Oh, maybe. I have a glowstone tree because we got the quartz tree. So that one was the last we needed. But maybe, I don't know. Interesting. We have a dehydrator now though. We can use this to dehydrate leaves. And then we get string, I believe. I think if we dehydrate the one of the leaves. You should have electricity. Okay, you do. Oh, that's not it. Okay, if we just look at leaves. Where is these ones? So these ones we can dehydrate to make string. Or crush to make sugarcane seeds. Let's see, that would have been useful ages ago. Not anymore though. I mean, making lava isn't very difficult, to be fair. Let me just see if there's... That's a funny leaf. Let me just double check if there's anything we can do with any of these leaves. String. Nothing. I think the cottonwood is the only tree that is useful, the leaves at least, because the rest just do the same. Let me check out if I can do magma. I don't think we have a magma crucible, but to make lava isn't too difficult for us. Well, this is easy, but we just do it this way, right? And then we just get it like very easily. Do we have a mechanical squeezer? I feel like I crafted that at some point today. Maybe I didn't. Let's just grab all the cottonwood leaves we have to make a bunch of string. This area is coming together nicely. That's fine, okay. Let's see how much of this I can just turn into string for no way. For like no reason other than I'll have string. I like looking at this wind turbine in the distance. It's just there, you know? It's slow. Why do I feel like it's not doing anything? Maybe I have to wait for this to go down. Oh, it's really slow. I don't know if this is really... I mean, it automates it, I guess, so that's useful. But other than that, I don't know if this is worth it. And there's no way I can upgrade this for speed. Simple generators? Okay, I'll have a look at it. But it's not that this needs more energy. It has enough... Ooh, it's struggling for energy a little bit. Maybe I disconnect some of these that I don't need right now. I'll just put these in chests. I don't think I'm struggling for energy. I think it's just a slow machine. Simple generators. Simple combustion generator, combustion, culinary generator. Breaking the block often deletes the energy within. It's fine. Turbine generator. This would have been easier to make, that's for sure. Geothermal generator, soul generator, nether generator, ender generator. We can make a bunch of generators this way, but craft one of the simple generators and then upgrade it. You know what? Let's make... Do we do a turbine generator? Because we've got a wind turbine. Geothermal, put it over a lava block. Okay, we'll do that one then. Magma. We can make that, I believe. Stone, or does it have to be chiseled? I think it's just stone is fine. Redstone. Cauldron. It's fine. Oh. And I'll immediately upgrade it. I think that's fine. Magma cream, we need slime. Okay, I'll try both. We need slime and blaze powder. Okay, let me just do this for now. So that our energy, like our chests are a bit emptier. Slime and magma. 2 great materials. We need at least like 10 of you to be fair. There we are. Slime blocks. We need redstone. Let's make a quick... The wind turbine produces more energy the higher up it is. Well, to be fair, we are in a floating sky island. Oh, that's not the button. Is it this one? So I say we're pretty high up. I mean, we're only 65. Maybe we're not that high up. But you know what? Yeah, the one I have. Yeah, I know. Oh, it's easier to just... That's not the right one. That should do it. It depends on the Y level. Higher Y is better energy. Yeah. That makes sense, because that's how wind works. But still, you know, I think we're decently high enough. I refuse to believe we used all the iron. Okay, I guess we used all our iron. But we've always got more iron. We've always got, okay, a cauldron. There we are. What are we missing? Stone. Okay. Somewhere here. Since you seem to have gotten into Mekanism, making an energy cube to store excess energy, that could be useful, because I guess it's kind of just producing energy, but it's not going anywhere, so it's probably better to have it stored somewhere. One of these chests has stone. There it is. I knew it was somewhere. Okay, we have this one. I like that little advancement name. I want to do an upgraded one just so then I have achievements, because achievements are a great motivator. But we need black concrete powder. That's going to be the most difficult one. Okay, we need mechanism machines to make the energy cube. That shouldn't be too difficult. Pulverized coal. Okay, we can do this. I feel like I should make like an automatic crusher at this point. I feel like that would help. But we can manually crush this for now. Okay, nearly there. Then we were trying to get, so we need sand and gravel, 4 of each. We should have enough gravel. Hi Gapple Crafts, welcome in. We're playing modded Sky Island, and we're I'm learning energy, all of the energy mods. Today's the first day. I'll show you in a second. We have a wind turbine now to create energy for us. So this island is entering the industrial age, and so we're trying to figure out how all of that works. Which is pretty fun, you know? Wait, hold on, let me save this one. And then we'll go to find some sand. Ooh, thanks for the follow, I appreciate that. And then we needed this. Perfect. Oh, we need way more of these. Hold on. I should have made 2. I knew I needed 2. I did that math. Lots of pipes and cables is how it works. That's very true. Although I feel like I remember there being more pipes in the Mekanism mod, but they must have changed it in this mod pack, because there were no Mekanism pipes at all, which surprised me. Okay. Because if I look at the, they have no pipes at all. I mean, they have fluid pipes, right? Pressurized tubes, but no, like, energy pipes. So I had to use from a different mod pack, which surprised me. But it ended up working, so not to worry. Okay, we need a lot of iron again, as always. Good thing I smelted some like 30 minutes ago and then forgot about it. Like, no cables in the Mekanism mods. This is enough. There we go. Now we have an upgraded machine. Speed modifier. What mod did they want it from? Valkyrie lib. Okay. Is it the pipes mod? No. I used this one. Ooh. It's from Thermodynamics. And that's because I googled it, and that's the one they suggested I use, so, you know, I'll follow the Google suggestions. I can't spell. Okay. Speed modifier. I'll just type in speed modifier. Modifier. This one. We have all of these materials. Redstone and gold is what we need. Okay. Redstone and gold. We've got redstone, we just need the gold. I don't think I smelted any gold today. Oh well, we can smelt some more later, I guess. My inventory gets so full so quickly when I'm just crafting like 300 things at once. Now what do I do with this? Okay, we'll place this one. Do I maybe have to craft them together? That could be it. No. I think I place it. And you suggested I place this either over magma or lava. So let's grab some lava while we're here. And we can come back to make some magma if we need to. Now I'll just make a little area for it here, away from the wood, because we've seen this island burn once, and I'd rather not see it burn again. From digital storage, you know, I haven't looked into that at all. It's just one of those mods, once again, that I've seen a lot of gameplay with, but never actually tried it myself, so I don't actually know how much I'd need to work on that. Okay, hold on, let me place the lava. I don't know how, okay. Is there any way I can, okay. Trying to place this but not like have it in lava, you know? Oh, that was the wrong place. Okay, let me just grab some more lava. But I'll check out the crafting recipes for digital storage in a second to see if I could, in theory, get there. I think today our pigs were finally useful to us though, because they helped us on the treadmill. They were our first source of electricity. Okay, this doesn't seem to have worked. Interesting. It's a handy mod for storing things and accessing all chests remotely. Let's have a look at refined storage. I think we checked out refined storage before. I don't think refined storage was in this. Yeah, it wasn't. But I do think we have applied energetics. Workbench, condenser, acceptor, energy cells, energy manipulators. There is some storage components here. Glass cables. I don't know if we necessarily have anything for storage. See the GUI. Hold on. From hot fluids such as lava. Gonna need a lot of storage drives. Love that. Maybe. Yeah, I just put the lava in there. Is how it works. Or that's what I just did at the very least. And now it's doing something. It's storing energy. So this theoretically should be next to my lava generator instead. I feel like that would probably be the best way about this. But at least we now know it works. It's got energy in there. It's burning through the lava though, so we'll have to replenish that at some point. But I think it would probably be better suited. I'm gonna destroy this and lose the energy, but it's fine. It'd be better placed next to the lava generator. True. We could try to automate lava, but I feel like our current lava process takes like 5 clicks to have lava in a bucket. I could get an automatic clicker. That's one of the achievements for this. It's a machine I could build, an automatic clicker. But I mean, it's 5 clicks. For now, it's not the end of the world. I'll put this one right here. And then I can just take this and put it in. And that's all it needs. Yeah. Auto-click with a cobble gem block, exactly. How can I add my speed upgrade? Right here? That's much quicker. And then we can use this to power basic tools if we wanted to in the future. Now we've done this. Craft a tier 1 charger. When given power, you can charge items and other blocks. That feels not too exciting. Let's look at the storage, right? We have so much storage going on. I can definitely craft this one. I know I have the materials for it, so maybe we get up to that. So we can craft a simple storage network request block. Processing controller block. Master block. Wireless remote. I think this is the type of storage you were talking about. I don't know if it's the specific mod. Or it could be this one, applied energetics, of course. Can you pipe out of the cauldron? Let's see. That could potentially work. I need a fluid pipe for sure. Copper. We either do a porcelain channel or like a fluid duct. It's a lower tier version of the digital storage mod where you use chests as storage. Oh, I see, I see. Do I have copper? I don't know if I have copper. I have a copper tree. Got every tree. Let's make some copper. Oh, my inventory is such a mess. Oh my god. Okay. Anything I can put away? Put this away. Okay, it'll have to do for now. Let's make a copper pipe. Copper. And we get to use our smelter again. And let me just pour this out and then break that. It'll be fine. Having all the trees hooked up to a compactor, wouldn't that be great? That would definitely save me a lot of work. I feel like these chests fill up so fast though. So I forget that diamond is just so slow to pour. Okay, perfect. How much do we have? At least, okay, 5 blocks, 5 ingots. Let's make a couple of ingots while we wait. That would be great. And the last ingot, and then we just need 5 blocks, but that can be slower. And we have glass here? We do. I've been crafting so much, I know where everything is. Oh, we only need 1. Let's see if... okay. I keep destroying these, that's a terrible idea. Okay, these dogs are here because something attacked me once and they just ran off to follow me. Like the idiots they were. And now they're just stuck here because I'm not gonna make them get up. Okay. Let's test our theory. No. That's not working. Maybe it has to be either below it or above it, is my theory. I need a servo. Oh. That was lag. The side works? I don't think it was working. no, don't do that. If it attaches, it should work. See, I feel that. But it's just not. A servo, okay. I'll just... Okay, I can do that probably. Does it matter what color it is? I mean, I'll probably do gold if it's reinforced, right? Iron nuggets. Of course I have no iron in my inventory. It just upgrades the rate? Okay. So then I might as well just do iron. How if I put iron in the chest. I was like, I can't have run out of like my 4 blocks of iron that quickly. That's enough. 1 piece of redstone. It's in one of the chests somewhere. There it is. Oh, I didn't mean to make 2, but you know what? It's there now. Then I'm gonna have to move all of this over 1 because it's in the way. Okay. Right click it to have it always on. Got it. It's not really letting me place it. Servo attaches to the pipe. So I do the pipe like this. Oh, I see. Hold on. Now I can move this back. Okay, it's there. Let me see if I do it this way. Oh, don't. I'm surprised none of my dogs got hurt there. If I place this in here. No, okay. That's not working. So I've disabled the need for redstone. That should have worked. Maybe it needs to be on the bottom. Yes, but then you run into the problem that this needs the torch at the bottom, so I guess I'll have to move this down 1. I need this to not be lava. Oh, okay. This way? The dog. There you go. Okay, we need to lower this whole contraption 1. For the lava to generate, it needs to have a torch underneath it. And I can't have a pipe underneath something that needs a torch. Or like in the same block space. So I think what I'm gonna just try and do, if I don't drown right now, which I'm doing. Yeah, you know, sometimes things just don't work. This is also totally very safe. Just a drop. Oh well, I can make it safer at some other point. Cauldron. Then we first double check if this will still make... It won't. I'm currently not really... I don't know if I want to collab. but maybe if you send me a message more like off stream about what you want to collab on, maybe I'll consider it. Okay, so this needs to have the torch right underneath it, otherwise it doesn't work. So there can't be a gap, is what I've just found out. So I can't have the pipe underneath it. Maybe in theory, is there like, okay. Yeah, no, I can't do that. Interesting. I don't know why this doesn't work, and I don't really know how to make it work. Well, we have, I feel like we can make this. Right, we have this. Okay, so we don't want to do this. You know what? I think we'll just have to do it manually. Our favorites. But realistically, even doing this manually isn't like too time consuming. Need a pipe type for what you try to do? Yeah. See, like this takes us like 2 seconds and then it's just, you know, it's doing its thing. It's creating energy. I find this interface very difficult to read. Like the, that interface was super easy for me to read. But this one, I don't know, it feels... Okay, this is how much fluid we have. Got 4,000. This is how much energy we have, and I guess this is something else, and we've got a speed upgrade. But yeah, this is like 2 seconds. It's 6 clicks in total to enter it into the thing as well, so... Oh, I'm one short. So I think this will work, you know? Yeah, oh god. I'm willing to hear your idea, but I don't think I'm gonna attempt it, because that sounds... I can also imagine it in my head, and it does not sound like it's gonna be a very fun time to build that one. But you're welcome to explain it to me anyway. And maybe one day, you never know. I'll be so bored of this, I'll just create the most awful contraption ever. Okay. I want to do this bigger upgrade and then I think I might be ending because it's been a lot longer than I planned for it to be. Okay. Emerald acorns is what I need. Emerald acorns. Oh wait, we have a bunch of these. How much do I have? 4? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'll just make a stack of emeralds. Perfect. Upgrade. This is the highest upgrade we can get. Pressure plates I accidentally made earlier. And obsidian, our other favorite crafting item. So I have 14. It's 3 autoclicker, 1 puts in stone, 1 has an empty bucket it uses on the cauldron, another uses a lava bucket on the generator. Use item pipes to move the lava bucket from one collecting lava to the one using it, and another one to move the empty bucket back. I can see that working. And theoretically, in a creative world, I would definitely be attempting that. Hold on, maybe let me make one of these upgrades. And then maybe I'll just make a creative world. That's not what I'm trying to do. There we go. We have the highest level of upgrade we can get. This one. Which will be nice for our... Why doesn't that upgrade? Why did that do nothing? That's concerning. Does this one not actually work? Am I doing something wrong? Interesting. That's probably bugged some way. 4 item pipes, 2 servos, 3 clickers, 1 bucket, and a cobblestone generator. Okay, hold on, let me see if I can make a creative world, if it'll allow me to do that. I don't know if it will. Testing. Oh, definitely not hardcore, can you imagine? Oh my god. Create new world. I should have actually duplicated my other world, because like now we're just gonna have a single tree, but oh well. And then I guess this will be the last thing I figure out before. Ooh. See, Builder's Wand again, but it's a lie. It's a lie. Okay, let me just make a little area to work on. See, now a Builder's Wand would be useful, but no. I do like seeing people make big like automated machines in Minecraft. I've never, you know, done it myself, but I do like seeing it done, so maybe this is just the time to learn. Okay, I'm turning this off. Okay, we need a torch. Okay, we had a torch. We need a cauldron. Is it cauldron or cauldron? It's cauldron, okay. We need cobblestone, stack. Eventually. We need a clicker. Item pipes. Just an item duct, I think, should be fine. Servos. Bucket, not buckle. Oh, and then we need a cobble generator. Generator? I'll just do a tier 5. You know, if we're here. And then we'll probably want a chest. Just to... Oh no, we're doing all of this to have the thermal... This one. Okay. So we start... by doing this. Did I start this in the middle? I don't know why, but it's here. Okay. This one can now do its thing. We do need a chest. Okay, this one's getting cobblestone. Item duct is the pipe name that moves. Okay, I think I got an item duct. Yeah, okay. Okay. You can cobble gen into clicker. Okay. I don't like this. This is complicated. I'm already confused. Okay, hold on. Eventually we want to get it here. But I feel like clicking onto the chest is easier because I don't know if the autogen stores the cobble, you know? Okay, it's clicking. Maybe I need the other type of chest because it's not a barrel, it's a crate. Because that is just a click to open it. Yeah. Okay, this will work. Okay. Because I don't think the cobble's generator stores it. You're meant to right click, yeah. Okay, this is complicated. I get what you're saying. I do. This needs cobblestone. This one doesn't even have the oh, this all needs power. Batteries. No? Okay, maybe you need cobble. Clicking point, face the cauldron, cobble gen under the clicker. Okay, okay. It will just not let me delete this. That's wild. That's okay. That's okay. Cobble gen. Cobble gen. Clicker. No, I need you to be facing this way. Oop. Okay. Cobble gen. Clicker. Cauldron. Oh, are you meant to left click? How does this work? I've forgotten how it works. It is right click, okay. It's one click every 500 ticks. I think this should work. Or 8. At some point this worked. Why did it work once and then just not again? Interesting. Okay. But I can't give it power, okay. So it'll just be really slow, but it'll work eventually. Unless... wind. There's one thing I know how to use. It's this guy. There we go. Okay. Actually, yeah, that's a good idea. Maybe I'll do that when I get to there. Hook it up to itself. Okay, now we need a clicker facing here. With an empty bucket. What button do you press to use a bucket? Is it also just right? It is. Okay, so they do need to right click somehow. Or does it need to be connected to like a chest that has empty buckets? How does it work? How does it work? The question we're all asking ourselves. Okay, it's slow, but keep the bucket there. Okay, I'll keep the bucket. Oh, let me give it electricity too. Oh, there we go. Okay, I feel like it did it. But then it lost the lava. Somehow. Okay. Then I feel like I need another clicker, but I'll put that here. So, saying clicker 500,000 times, I haven't even watched The Last of Us or played the game, and that's all I can think about. Okay. This one. Oh, I see. Okay. Maybe we should do 2. Okay. And then I need an item duct. Will that work? Okay, that's in there now. Okay. You need 2 unconnected rows of item ducts. Okay. Do 1 this way. And 1 up top. Okay. And then the one needs fluid. One needs servos, or do all 3 of them? Okay. It can either take or give, not both. Okay, hold on. I see. Okay. But this somehow needs to get buckets. Okay, or I guess once the buckets are here. Oh, I think it's working. No? Okay, wait, hold on. I just put a lava bucket back in here. It's just going in circles. And then this can just be at the highest rate. No? Potentially? Okay, let's see if it goes around. And whitelist the item you want to send through. I do that on this one. I think I can only whitelist this one. And then let me just... There we go. Oh, I forget this is creative. A regular bucket. Over here, we'll whitelist this one. Okay, this one's going around. It's here. Oh, and I need to give this energy because I've... Okay. Oh, it did it. I think it did it. Blacklist the lava buckets. Yeah, I was gonna do that. I don't think I can white and blacklist. Now it should be making power. It's a bit slow, I'll give it that. I think the pipes are slow. I think the pipes are slowing us down. Let me give this a speed upgrade. I have my first automated system. Nice, we love that. Why can't I find the speed upgrade? Fell. Oh, it's this one. Okay. Speed modifier. We'll give it this one. Because it has lava. It's just not creating energy with this. But it should be. Which is crazy. Because everything's working. And everything has electricity. And if I manually put a bucket in, it stores it. It's charging the clicker. I see. Okay. And this one exports. Whoa. And this one sends back a bucket. Oh, I think we lost our bucket at some point. Hold on. Oh, I'm just destroying everything. Okay. And I think we could, in theory, take this one out. And it should still have electricity everywhere. Although it's fluctuating. Because this one is now giving it the electricity that it needs and wants in life. There we are. And now this whole process should... So this one isn't producing enough electricity. So I'll connect it back up to the, you know, the main line. But in theory this could charge itself. Yes. It does work, that's for sure. But I feel like it's a little bit... it doesn't make enough energy to charge itself. And there's no way to make it stop charging itself. Like, I wish it wouldn't power these guys. I don't know. Okay, hold on. 4, 4, 4. Let's see if that works. Yeah, I think it's... I don't know, it's fluctuating weirdly. It's a strange system. Crazy. It is a cool little, I'm still annoyed that this won't go, but you know what? Yeah, it's fluctuating power weirdly. What if I... Okay. This here. Because then in theory, it should not be dragging power from here. Okay. Let's just go up to max speed once more. Oh, this one doesn't have any power. It is definitely a learning experience, that's for sure. Why don't these have any electricity? Two wind turbines, will that help you? That's so strange. Okay. Because like this works, but I don't feel like this should then be powering anything over here. But somehow it's still not generating... Oh, it does have electricity stored. Let me do another speed upgrade. Speed modifier. That'll help it. Okay, now it's storing energy. And somehow 2 wind turbines still just isn't doing it. Exactly, failed experiments are honestly the best types of experiments. As long as you keep trying. See, I've learned everything about these clickers, and now if I ever make them in the actual game, I'll know how to use them for something, that's for sure. And now this is generating a lot of energy, so it's doing good, I think. Let me go back to my main world, and then just end the stream there. Back in the single dirt block that started it all. Okay, there we are. I still don't know why this upgrade isn't working. Because it should be. But it just isn't. Which is strange, but you know what? I think that's probably just... Maybe I can only use these on like the... on the metal crates. Let's see if I can make a metal crate. Oh. In theory I can, but I will not be doing that right now. But yeah, today has been a day, you know, compared to our last stream where I just died in the nether 60 times. Today we definitely made more achievements and advancements. I will try and make a Discord. Probably do that right after the stream, and if I end up making one, I'll put a link for it somewhere on my Twitch panels, and one of the panels I'll add a link to it or something if it works that way. And I think I'll just make it only to have like, at least on my end, only to send out notifications when I go live, because I don't use Discord ever. But I'll try and get that set up so then more people are gonna be able to see when my streams are live. I'll try and remember to whisper you the link. I'll probably remember, and once I get it done, because this could take me a little bit. But yeah, you know what? We've made progress. Our island really is coming together. We are in the industrial age. But I hope you enjoyed the stream. I'll try to be back soon. Not tomorrow, but I'm thinking I'll be back on Friday. I should definitely be back by then. And then I guess we'll see what type of modded mischief we get up onto that stream. But that's gonna be it for today. I do hope you enjoyed, and I guess until next time, keep smiling. Bye!